There are two things I value on my ranch: peace and privacy. I work hard during the day, and when night falls, I like to sit by the fire or sleep without worrying about neighbors' drama. Unfortunately, the HOA across the road, led by none other than Karen, doesn't believe in peace or privacy. For months, she had been needling me about community cooperation. I ignored her flyers and phone calls. I don't belong to her HOA. I don't pay dues. I don't even live in their neighborhood. But she still acted like she owned me. Then came the Jeep incident. It was 4 a.m. when headlights cut across my bedroom window. I sat up, instantly alert. On my driveway, my old Jeep Wrangler was parked right where I left it the night before. I love that Jeep. It's been with me through mud, storms, and more ranch repairs than I can count. But apparently, Karen decided my driveway was the perfect VIP parking spot for her out-of-town guests. I stepped outside in my boots and robe, shotgun slung across my shoulder. Not loaded, just for show. Karen was there in her robe too, hair in curlers, phone in hand. 2 SUVs idled behind her, packed with strangers who clearly didn't belong here. She stomped toward me, pointing like a traffic cop. "Move your Jeep, right now. My guests need to park here." I blinked at her. "Karen, it's 4 in the morning. You're trespassing. And this is my driveway." She scoffed. "Don't be difficult. You've got acres of land. Just put it somewhere else. My daughter's friends are flying in, and this is the closest spot to the airport pickup route. You should feel honored." I laughed, thinking she had to be joking. "Karen, I wouldn't move that Jeep for the governor himself, let alone your freeloading guests. Get off my property." Her face twisted. "That's it. I'm calling 911. I'll tell them you're threatening me with a firearm and refusing to let my family park. Let's see how fast you change your tune when the cops drag you off in cuffs." Now, I've dealt with nonsense before, but false police reports? That's serious. I turned on my porch light and pointed up at the little black cameras tucked under the eaves. Red dots blinked. "Smile," I said. "You're on camera. Every word, every threat, every trespass." She faltered but still jabbed her phone. Sure enough, 10 minutes later, sheriff's cruisers rolled up. She ran to them in tears, sobbing about how I aimed a gun at her and blocked emergency parking. The deputies, though, know me. I shook their hands, handed them a fresh USB drive with the footage, and let them watch Karen's meltdown on the spot. Her whole story crumbled in less than 2 minutes. One deputy turned to her and said, "Ma'am, filing a false report is a crime. Step back before you make this worse." Karen's guests, embarrassed beyond belief, climbed back into their SUVs. One of them muttered, "We didn't sign up for this," and they drove off without another word. Karen, however, wasn't done. She shrieked about lawsuits, about how I was antisocial and holding back community growth. Finally, the deputies escorted her back to her side of the street. They told her if she set foot on my land again, they'd press trespassing charges. By sunrise, my Jeep was still parked proudly in the driveway, right where it belonged. And Karen? She's now the HOA legend who called 911 at 4 a.m. because she couldn't steal a parking spot. The funniest part? A few days later, I got an envelope in my mailbox. Anonymous, but obviously from one of her guests. Inside was a $50 gift card to the hardware store, with a note, "Sorry about her. Thanks for standing your ground." It hangs on my fridge as a reminder. My land, my rules, and no Karen is ever going to change that.